Alrighty, good morning ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming through. I apologize for the short delay this morning. For those of you particularly watching us live this morning, there was lots of important announcements this morning at our generators workshop, most of which I'm going to repeat now. So stick with us to the end. Don't chop off halfway through, otherwise you're going to miss what we're doing in 2019 here at DuePoint. So let's get started so I can get to those. If you're brand new here today, let me tell you who DuePoint is. DuePoint is a division of Constantia Insurance Company Limited. Hang on, I want to get I'm so behind here. Let me catch up with what I'm doing. There we go. There we go, right. A division of Constantia Insurance Company. Constantia is a listed and licensed life and short-term insurance company in South Africa. We're listed on the JSE under Conduit Capital, and we are licensed by the FSCA in South Africa as a full-blown insurance company. We've been around since 1952. That makes us nearly 7 decades old in South Africa. We are not a new business. We are, of course, an authorized and registered financial services provider. There's our FSP license there. And we are a very real South African business. Those of you who are here in the room, you can see we have officers and we have real people. Phil Jones here said to me the other day, people say to him that it's a trick of his remote that they can see me on the TV. Folks, I promise you, Phil doesn't know any magical tricks with his TV remote, not yet anyway. I am quite real, and you can come and visit me here and my staff any day of the week, Monday through Saturday, just about every week of the year in our offices. If you're ever in Joburg, come and visit us here. This is not some kind of fake business. We are very real, and we are very much in the real business of creating wealth in South Africa. We are not a business that sells things. We don't sell pots and pans and toiletries and all sorts of things like that. We're in the business of creating wealth. We do it because the South African economy is in crisis at the moment. It has been for a few years, but we are worse now than we have ever been. As South Africans, we have no control over our income and no control over our expenditure, and we're about to have no control over our electricity too. But we want to put South Africans back in a position where they're able to control the creation of wealth, not cash. Cash does not help people. When you sell pots and pans and make a little bit of cash, your circumstances do not change. Here at DuePoint, we create a recurring, reliable, stable, and potentially lifetime flow of income to you. Our hope is that if we can do that for you, we can start changing circumstances in South Africa. Not just a little bit of cash in the moment, not a WhatsApp group kind of, oh, look how much money I made for 1 week. No, we want to permanently change the circumstances, both economically and lifestyle, of South Africans today. If we can do that, we've achieved our primary objective. Our secondary objective is to get South Africans participating in the economy again. We are hearing worse and worse unemployment statistics in South Africa. There's another 340,000 matriculants coming out of matric next year, and our economy is in recession. That means there's less jobs in 2019 than there were in 2018. Where does this 340,000 people go? Where do they go? I was just talking to my brother. He runs an insurance company I helped start called Prime Reading Direct down the road. In the call center, we used to hire people who had no education to run our call center, to be on the phones in our call center. My brother now hires graduates to sit in the call center because the graduates cannot find jobs. So they now sit in call centers with BComs and BAs and all of that, answering phones. That's what they do. That is the economy we live in. And so we want to get South Africans participating in the economy of South Africa again. In the financial services sector where we play, it is massively regulated and most people cannot get into it. But we believe we've created something that allows South Africans back in. And with that, those two objectives, we created what we call the DuePoint system. The DuePoint system allows you as an individual to contract with us as a wealth engineer. As a wealth engineer, you get to create wealth for us by connecting people to us, not selling to people, not advising or advertising. We simply want you to connect people to us. By connecting people to us, we have a greater market share, and we're able to create greater revenues from that. By creating greater revenues, we're able to create an extra recurring income for you. Our products are financial services products. They don't expire, they don't run out, and they run on automatic debit order systems. It means that every single month, no matter what you are doing in that month, whether you are busy or free, the debit orders run and your income comes in reliably on a steadfast monthly basis so that you can change your circumstances permanently with us at DuePoint. Folks, we've built a system where you can leverage others so that you can create greater wealth through the use of others. People don't have time. We appreciate that. That's why we built a system that buys your time back. By connecting individuals to us, you create channels, teams of individuals who will create wealth for you even as you sleep at night. Ours is a 24-hour-a-day business here at DuePoint. This system you get to use at zero cost. You do not pay anything to be and use the DuePoint system. Folks, everywhere else you've gone, they've asked for a starter kit, a starter fee. I've heard the latest one. What's it? Some kind of recoffee thing or something where you've got to pay 2,800 Rand just to get in the door. Folks, we do not take your money, not on a monthly basis and not up front to use this tool because we're in the business of creating wealth, not taking it here. So today is not a financial risk decision, and it is also not a qualification or education decision. Everybody can be a wealth engineer because you're not selling. All you do is connect individuals to us. It means that everybody is now, for the first time in South African history, able to create an asset for themselves. An asset is something that creates a recurring income. An asset is something you can price and sell, which you can in DuePoint. And an asset is something that you will hand over to your children, which is what will automatically happen with your channel at DuePoint. And your children will earn the income you created during your lifetime. Your job, your business, your whatever you're doing right now will not do that for your children. But your channel at DuePoint is an intergenerational asset that will not only change your circumstances, but those of your children into the future as well. We've also built the system so that it is massively convenient for you. Everything is based on the latest technology, which means that you never ever have to come back to our offices again. You have your entire DuePoint system in your phone, in your computer, on your iPad or TV, wherever you are 24 hours a day. You're never going to do presentations, you're never going to carry stock around with you, and you're never going to have to sell anything to anyone. We leave you with one task, the single task of connecting individuals to us. How do you connect people to us? 4 ways. You're going to buy one of our USB sticks if you want to. If you struggle with the cost of data, it's 170 Rand. It has our presentations on it. You connect it to a TV or computer any time of the day. You are now showing the DuePoint presentation to someone and connecting them to us. The second way to do it is you can come here. You can be part of our studio audience, as you guys are. We broadcast across the country every single day out of the studio. And so you can come here every day and bring people, put them in this studio audience and have us do a live presentation to them. The third way, and probably the most important way of connecting people to DuePoint, is through our YouTube channel. You go to YouTube, search DuePoint, and you will find every single presentation we've ever done. And it means that we are nationwide. It means we are 24 hours a day, and it means that we are 365 days a year. You simply push play, and you are connecting people to us at DuePoint. As I've said, you do not ever need to come to this office to be able to do that. And then the fourth way of connecting individuals to us is through our live broadcasts. Every one of our presentations, Monday through Saturday, night times, lunch times, mornings, are broadcast live out of this building to your phone, to your tablet, to your computer, to your smart TV. And it means that if you're at work, at home, at a coffee shop, at church, living in another province, down a mine shaft, all you have to do is click the live stream button and you are live in the room for us. This is perfect for those people who say, I'm not going to believe it until I see it. You don't even have to bring them here. You can put them live in the room with us 6 days a week. As you connect people to us, some of the people you connect are going to catch the vision of what we're trying to do here. And when they do that, we will allocate them to you as your first wealth engineers in your channel. These individuals will go out and do the same thing. They will connect individuals to us. Some will become wealth engineers, and again, we will allocate them to you. And your channel will grow and spread out throughout the country over time. We now come along as DuePoint, and we facilitate the purchase of our products throughout your channel. And without you having to sell a single thing, your income is born. At DuePoint, we're in the business of freedom, not just financial freedom, all of freedom. Financial freedom, lifetime freedom, time freedom, and mental freedom. We do it all through the system and technology that we use, and without having to chase your friends every month to buy again and buy again, with just a single connection of each individual's to us, every month your income comes in, and every month without having to sell, you are capable of building intergenerational wealth with us here at DuePoint. Therefore, it is important to know that we are building something that is real here, not like things you've seen before that come and go, blow in from offshore, take your money and disappear. You've had plenty experience, I know, with all of those. We are a 7-decade-old insurance company. We're in the business of wealth creation. This is real, and that means it is going to come at a price to you. The price is not financial. We don't take your money. We build wealth. The price is time. Like everything that's genuine and real in this world, the cost is always time. Think about your careers. How much time have you committed to your career? Think about your business if you've started your own business. How many years did you commit to your business before it turned a profit? The price of success at DuePoint will be your time, your persistence, and your determination. For those of you who put that in, we're able to start creating wealth. We start with the facilitation of the purchase of our products. That's where the money comes from. We have 4 products. Our first one is our Access Wealth Plan. It costs 324 Rand a month, and for 324 Rand, you get 2 independent products. Your first is your very own tax-free investment account, and your second is 120,000 Rands worth of personal accident cover. We take 100 Rand every month of your 324 Rand, and we put it into your investment account. This is your money. It means that you have started creating an asset with us before you have connected your first person to us here at DuePoint. Our second product is our Wealth Guard product. Our Wealth Guard product costs 249 Rand a month, and for 249 Rand you get 1 million Rands worth of personal accident cover. No age restrictions, no medical declarations or examinations, and no waiting periods. One payment, and you have 1 million Rands worth of personal accident insurance with us here at DuePoint. Our third product is our Family Wealth Funeral Plan. It starts at 299 Rand a month. For that you get 2 benefits. Firstly, your funeral cover. You can pick between 20 or 30,000 Rands worth of cover, and whether you want 5 or 10 family members on the plan with you. The second benefit is that we give the principal member, that's you, the person who bought the product, we give you 10,000 Rands worth of outstanding debt cover. This means that when you pass away, we settle 10,000 Rands worth of your outstanding debt so that your children and family do not need to. We believe this is one of the finest products in the country today, and it starts at 299 Rand a month. And then our fourth product is our Wealth Points Buyers Club. It's 299 Rand a month as well, and for that you get to be a member of our Buyers Club here at DuePoint. At DuePoint, we are a 7-decade-old insurance company. We get suppliers all the time coming to us to offer us discounts, vouchers, account managers, packages, VIP services, all sorts of things you couldn't get as an individual. But as a member of our Wealth Points Buyers Club, you get access to all of them. Go and watch the training videos on this particular product. There must be at least 4 of them now on YouTube. And those training products will show you how you can change your entire monthly economy. Your spend can change completely through the utilization, the proper utilization of this product. Ladies and gentlemen, every one of our products has review videos and training videos made for it. You don't even need to read the policy documents. You can watch those training videos and know everything there is to know about those products. Our policy documents are, of course, on our website, available for the public as well. Go and read them and understand the benefit you get at DuePoint before you've even started the process. Now, traditionally, we would have got you guys to purchase these products by advertising to you. We spend hundreds of millions per company in South Africa every year on advertising. TV adverts, billboards, SMSs, radio campaigns, you know them. We get you to pay for those adverts. We build it into the price of your products, your banking fees, your car insurance, your funeral cover. You're paying for the adverts every month that you make those payments. At DuePoint, we do 0 advertising. That's why you've probably never heard of us before today. You will never ever see an advert for DuePoint. What we do is we use you. You go out, you connect individuals to us. And as a result, all that money that we were going to spend on SABC, DSTV, Prime Media, etc., is now available for us to distribute to you in the creation of wealth. This starts in one of two ways. Firstly, through our returns program. Our returns program pays you, for every connection successful, R27.50 for every product payment made in your channel, multiplied by a factor of where in your channel that payment has been made every month that that product is paid. Now, that sounds complicated. It's not. It's easy. You go out, you chat to some of your friends. They become wealth engineers. When they do, you get R27.50 multiplied by 200%, and you get 55 Rand. 55 Rand every month for every product paid by that individual. So if they take 2 products, you get 110 Rand. If they take 3, you get 165 Rand. If they take 4, you get 220 Rand. Every month for every product payment that they make. These folk go out, they connect a few more people. Again, you get R27.50 multiplied by 200%, 55 Rand. Go and look at this example. Handful of people. You've spent 5 minutes at DuePoint and you're already earning 1,000 Rand a month. Yes, this is not like the WhatsApp groups and Facebook images you've seen where people promise you'll be earning hundreds of thousands of Rands in 90 days, because that's not true, and generally they're just about to take your money. Here we talk about real wealth. You spend 5 minutes with us, we can get you up to 12,000 Rand a year. If you're committed and put more time and more energy into the construction of your channel, you will continue to grow your earnings. Now at a diminishing rate, down to the 8th point, but from the 8th point on, there is no limit to your earnings at DuePoint. From the 8th point on, as long as you qualify to earn, you will always earn 4% of R27.50 for every product payment on every point in your channel. All you got to do is open those points up. How do you do that? You go to YouTube, you watch our 2 minutes 57-second video. This system is so complicated, it took Rob less than 3 minutes to explain it. And you will understand once you've watched that video how we have created generational wealth at DuePoint. You can build your channel to any size, 25 points, 50 points, whatever it might be. Earn on every single point. Hand it over to your children when you pass away, and they can grow to 7,500 points, whatever it might be, and earn on every point in the channel. There is no limit to your earning potential, your lifestyle change at DuePoint. It is simply down to you. The price you pay is time. What is that price? Well, we've been around long enough now to be able to calculate it. It's wonderful. Once you've got a few years behind you, you've got data. And we now know how to calculate time value at DuePoint. We use a very simple growth rate formula for new wealth engineers. We call it 3 + 2. It's the growth rate that will fit into everybody's lifestyle, no matter how busy or how important they are. What it says is, in your first month with us, you are responsible for adding just 3 people to your first point. That's it. We want 3 connections. 3 connections in an entire month with us. Then every month thereafter, we want you to connect 2 people to us. 2 people added to your first point every month thereafter, 1 every 15 days. It doesn't matter how busy you are or how little time you have. 1 person every 15 days is quite doable. Now, if you were able to maintain that, and you need to if you're going to follow this maths, every month you've got to add 2 people. That means now, December, you've got to add 2 people. In fact, for you guys, it's your first month. You've got to add 3 people in December with us. And then January, 2 people. And February and March and April, 2 people every month. If you're able to do that, we can start working out what the value is that you can expect here at DuePoint. 3 in the first month, plus 2, plus 2, plus 2. After 6 months, you will be, and we think you can reasonably estimate to be, on around 2,500 Rand a month. That's 30,000 Rand a year. 30,000 extra Rands a year that you've created by putting 2 people in a month. Not 20, not 50, not 100, 2 people on your first point every month. And after 6 months of that 5 minutes a month time, you're on 2,500 Rand, reliably, stably, every month. We always have a good laugh. We follow the stuff that's going on the WhatsApp groups and Facebook, and it's like, no, the FD's in China, so we can't pay this month. When he's back, we'll pay. I promise you, if every single one of us in this office are on holiday, you will still get paid on time, because we're a real business with real systems, and it is a genuine delivery system that we have. 6 more months with us to a year. That's this time next year. December the 1st next year. And you can reasonably expect to be on about 9,000 to 10,000 Rand a month with us. That's 120,000 Rand a year. If you want to give yourself a 10,000 Rand a month bonus in the next year, in 2019, start now. Add 3, then 2, then 2, then 2. I'm not asking you to make sure they pay. I'm not asking you to make sure they do what you do and duplicate in the system. I'm not asking you to make sure they don't cancel or lapse. That's not what we ask you to do. This at DuePoint is a purely mathematical exercise. You just keep connecting people. This means you don't quit after 90 days because the first 20 people you put in didn't do anything. That's to be expected. At 11:30 this afternoon or this morning, I'm going to do what's called a launch workshop, where I will run through the mathematics with you. It is to be expected that people will let you down. We're human beings. We're terribly disappointing creatures. But this is a mathematical exercise. We ask you at DuePoint to do one thing. Just keep connecting. That's it. If you carry on into your second year, just connecting. After 2 years, you can reasonably expect to be on 27 to 30,000 Rand a month with us. You haven't had to break new records. You haven't had to be the fastest grower ever at DuePoint. You've just had to keep adding to people. And you are now in the top third of earners in the country, and you've done it in 2 years with us. If you can do it for 3 years, it rises to 40 to 45,000 Rand a month. If you can do it for 4 years, all you're having to do, plus 2, plus 2, plus 2, then after 4 years, you can reasonably expect to be on about 60 to 65,000 Rand a month. And if you can do it for 5 years with us, half a decade, not 5 months, not 50 people, not for the first 5 minutes until you get bored, no, 60 months, 5 years, then you can reasonably expect to be on about 100,000 Rand a month, 80 to 100,000 Rand a month. That's R1 million a year. R1 million a year after 5 years. You're now in the top 0.5% of earners in the country. What have you had to do? You've had to stay committed to the process of connecting. Now, people often say to me, Brendan, this is way too long. I need the money now. Folks, there is no money now, not in anything. Do not think it's going to come in electronic currency, in trading forex, in selling pots and pans, in selling recoffee. It's not going to come in any form. Wealth is created and always purchased over time. If you're able to do only a little bit of effort for 5 years, we can get you there in 5 years. If you do more, of course, it goes faster. You add 10 people a month, you can halve this down. It is in your hands how fast you create wealth. But if you're busy and all you can do is 2 people a month, then in 5 years, you can be free, properly free. People are already doing it at DuePoint. Tens of thousands of South Africans have been through the DuePoint system. We put 2 or 3 or 4 on stage every month to show you what people are doing. Some people doing well, some people doing badly, some high flyers, some low flyers. We show you everything. We're not afraid to hide anything here. This last month, we had a couple of what we call newbies up on stage with us. We're showing you what people are doing in their first couple of months with us here at DuePoint. We started with Francina. She's been with us for 14 months now, but for 6 of those 14 months, she was out of commission. Her husband died, circumstances, she wasn't here. So she's really only been here for about 8 months. Okay, so less than half a year, really. Well, I mean about a half a year with us. And in that period of time, she has created a reliable recurring income of 3,300 Rand a month. That is 40,000 Rand a year, ladies and gentlemen. I think we forget that. People look and go, well, 3,000 Rand? I got this WhatsApp that says I can earn 100,000 in 90 days. No. Firstly, you'll never get the 100,000 Rand in 90 days. And secondly, you have underestimated the value of 3,300 Rand extra, not once, every single month going forward. How that starts to change your economic environment, only you can calculate. We then had Paul. Paul's never been to this office, not once ever. He comes out of the Eastern Cape. He's currently working out of Mpumalanga, though. He's a presenter. He works extremely hard. He does not have time. But he is also determined to change his environment. And so 9 months ago, he started building a channel. 9 months in, he's 3,500 Rand up a month in his spare time. This is hobby income, ladies and gentlemen. Wouldn't it be nice if you got 40,000 Rand a year out of your hobby? Wouldn't that be nice? How's your Christmas looking if you had 40 grand in the bank to spend on Christmas presents and a holiday? Yeah. Well, Paul's in that position now after 9 months with us. Then we had Michael up with us. Michael's a bit of a machine. He's been with us for 8 months. And in the course of 8 months, he's built a channel worth 50,000 Rand a year. 50,000 Rand a year in 8 months. He's well on track to be on 9 to 10,000 in the next 4 to 5 months' time. 9 to 10,000. You see, you look at the 4 and you go, that's too little. You don't realize that 4 months from now, he's going to be on 9,000. Now, 9,000 is pretty good. 5 months from now, he'll be on 10,000. Now, 10,000 we're talking. Can you last 11 months? Can you last 12 months, 13 months? That's the question you're going to have to ask yourself. Folks, you can go to our YouTube channel and you can go and see all the people there. that we've had on the stage. They're a fraction of the individuals that earn at DuePoint. But they will show you people earning a couple $100 a month, a couple $1,000 a month, tens of thousands, 20,000, 30,000, 50, 60, 70, 80, 100, 120,000 plus. We've got them all there, earning at every level. If you think this is never going to earn enough money to change your life, you are absolutely incorrect. At DuePoint, we give you the opportunity to have unlimited potential in your life. Can you imagine what you do in your second 5 years with us, your third 5 years with us? There is not an opportunity in South Africa that will replicate the wealth we can produce for you here at DuePoint. I have challenged people repeatedly to come and show me another business, another opportunity, another career that will earn them more and grant them the freedom that we create here. And there simply isn't. You just have to pay the price of time with us. So if you want to become a wealth engineer today, ladies and gentlemen, it's very simple. You simply go to our website, DuePoint.net. You read the pages, watch the videos, and then you click the Join and Apply button. Fill out the form. Less than 3 minutes, you're a wealth engineer today, not a single cent having passed from your hands. And this afternoon, the 1st of December, 2018, you can start the journey of creating wealth and changing your life forever with us here. If you need tools, we've got tools. You'll find them in our glass cabinet out there. You can order them from client service. The prices are on the counter, or ask client services. Everything you need to start the conversation. To start the conversation. We've got the USB stick with the presentations on it. We've got the backup batteries to keep your phones alive, because remember, that's how you build wealth at DuePoint, is through your phone. We've got business cards that you can order. You can't really order them now, the printers are closed, but from January you can start ordering again. By February we'll have them for you. But we've got everything, pins, pens, notepads. Go and look and get the tools you need to create wealth here at DuePoint. We are alive and kicking on social media. Follow us every day through December. Every day we're going to have something up and running for you guys, so make sure you follow us on Facebook and love us there. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell button next to it so that you know when we go live every day. It's free to subscribe, but you want to know so that you can just push the live stream button and connect the closest person to you every time we go live every day, building wealth for yourself. Then download our free app onto your phone or your tablet. It is the tool you use to create your wealth here at DuePoint. Do not become a wealth engineer today and do not download the app. It's free. Put it on your phone, get up and running, and you've got your training, your channel, your personal details, your documentation, everything in that app ready to go for you. The second video in our training selection is how to use the app. Make sure you watch that training video. And then, ladies and gentlemen, we want you to engage with us here. We want to train you in the creation of becoming an entrepreneur and a successful wealth generator at DuePoint. Through our XP Rewards training program, we teach you all of these things from beginner to expert. We put you through a series of steps for those of you who engage in the program. So again, ladies and gentlemen, don't leave here today, go, oh, I'm a wealth engineer and I've forgotten about the XP Rewards program. It's in your app, it's on our website. Engage with it and start learning through this process. As you complete the steps in the program, we grant you XP points, experience points. As the experience points accumulate, your channel naturally is going to start growing. That's the idea. And where you meet the 2 criteria in the program, we rank you up. And when we rank you up, we reward you. There's cash in the program, lifestyle changes and tools that we give you throughout to start accelerating your growth. At rank 5, there's a lightning memory stick from the US. It plugs into every single electronic device, and it's got everything on it you need to connect people to DuePoint. At rank 7, we give you a 17,000 Rand set of custom-made, imported, gold-gilded business cards. Not gold-printed, gold-gilded business cards. When you hand people the finest business cards in the country, they're going to want to connect to DuePoint and help you grow your wealth. And then at rank 9, as long as you maintain your channel size with us, every year that you do for the rest of your life, we take you and your family away on a 5-star, all expenses paid business class tickets trip. No T's and C's. None of this, you've got to buy the air tickets, you've got to pay the airport taxes, you've got to get yourself to the airport nonsense. I've seen it all. No, this is real. Here, those of you who've got to rank 9 have already earned your wealth. You're on 20 to 30,000 Rand a month already from us through our returns program. And we reward you by taking you and your family away every year. We're going December. We're going next Saturday. Next week, Saturday, the rank 9s are on the plane with me, and we're going to Heritage Latalfia in Mauritius. 5-star oceanfront suites, butlers, all included. And we're already planning next year's trip. I don't have to show you stock footage from the internet like I see so much of on the websites and the pages that I've been to. No, here we show you the real, because we go every year. We've been before, we're going again. And when you get to rank 9, your holidays look a little bit like this.
Gone and all of the paths you've drawn have sunk to the ocean sand where no one can see. You stand, don't let the dark embrace, cower the dreams you chase under the rust and blood. Don't let yourself give up.
One week, rank 9s, they were all with me this morning a little bit earlier. Bags are out, being packed, going to be joining me there. How long is it going to take you to get to rank 9? Well, if you do 2 people a month with our 3+2 formula, it's going to take you 19 months to get there. 19 months. Now, you see how different we are. I didn't come out here and say, oh, you'll be rich in 90 days and I'll take you overseas to Hollywood and China and all this other nonsense I've heard. No, we're real here. If you're going to put 2 people in a month, it's going to take you 19 months. But you can get there a lot faster. This chap here and his family got there in 16 months. This couple over here got there in 11 months. That's less than a year. And this chap over here got there in 5 months. How fast do you want to get to rank 9? Well, that's completely up to you. It depends on whether you think that you can create wealth with something that's serious or whether you want to continue spending time throwing it away in what you're doing right now. It all comes down to priority decisions at the end of the day. But everybody who gets to rank 9 comes away with us every year with their family. Notice the children. See the children? The children are all there. They're coming with us. Are you coming away with us? At rank 11, you get your own car. It's not financed through us. We don't rent it to you. We don't give it to you and then take it away, and we don't brand it because it's your car. It's part of the freedom that we build at DuePoint. Are you willing to do one task? Just connect people to us. Are you willing to stand on your ego a little bit and put yourself out there and connect people to DuePoint? Because if you are, and you're able to do it over a couple of years with us, 5 to 10 years, your life will never, ever be the same again. For one thing, you will be in control. And for another thing, you will have complete freedom with us here at DuePoint. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I can skip that. My slides. Give me a second. As I said, we're busy this morning, so I'm having to do a few corrections. Let me quickly do it for you. I want to make some important announcements to you. There we go. All right, let's go back here. Okay, so, ladies and gentlemen, for 2019, wealth engineers that are already with me and watching me around the country this morning, we have had a bit of a run this morning because we are making a very, very serious announcement into 2019. We are not playing around as we go into 2019 because it's time that we have a year of plenty. 2018 has not been a year of plenty for the average South African, but we're going to make 2019 a year of plenty. We are launching on the 1st of January, but I'll give you some more detail in a moment, a brand new challenge. We're going to call it DuePoint's 365 Challenge. We're asking the question, are you crazy enough to do it? What do you got to do in 2019? We are going to ask you to add not 2 people a month, but 1 person a day for 365 days. If you are able to add 1 person a day for 365 days, well then, in the DuePoint system, you will get the equivalent of 1.275 million rand from DuePoint by the end of this year. 1.2 million rand. We are not fooling around here at DuePoint. Those of you who have been here for a couple of years with us, you know that we always deliver on our promises, don't we? We've never failed to deliver. We have a new promise, 2019. We're only looking for serious people. If you're able to be a serious person, if you want to change your circumstances, then we want 1 person a day. Now, the 365 people don't have to happen, obviously, at 1 person a day. By the end of the year, you need to have 365 people on your first point, and they've got to be paying. T's and C's, we've got a couple of T's and C's, but they are mainly to prevent fraud and manipulation. They will be launched into your phone app and onto our website on the 1st of January. But we've got a special extra for those of you who are existing wealth engineers during the month of December. We are giving you December as a 13th month for this challenge. We're saying that everybody you add to your first point in December will count towards the 365 that are going to come in 2019. So you get an extra month on everybody else to get your 365 people in. It means that in December you cannot afford to skip this month. You cannot afford to skip this month because this month will give you that extra. Now, let's break this down a little bit. Why do you get 1.275 million's worth of value? If you start from scratch, you get this. If you're already a rank 1, 2, or 3, you actually get greater value. But let's imagine you're brand new here today. With 365 people on your first point, those of you who've done the maths with me before know that you will have found 3 rank 9s. You will have found 3 rank 9s. That means at a minimum, you will have added 3,365 people to your channel. 3,365 people in your channel takes you to rank 12. What have you got by the time you get to rank 12? Well, in returns and rewards, you will have approximately 500,000 rand. You will have got a rank 9 trip worth 160,000 rand. You will have got a 250,000 rand car, and on top of that, we will give you an additional reward of 365,000 rands worth of cash. That is 1,000 rand per person you add to your first point in 2019. Now, you can come to me during the course of the year with all the completely legitimate and justifiable reasons. I'm sick, I'm tired, I don't have time, my people are letting me down, and I will tell you, I don't care. This is just an excuse. When I say DuePoint needs to become South Africa's #1 priority, I'm not joking. Your job will not earn you anything close to this, and it will not deliver on it if it did say so. Right now we see businesses failing around the country. Your jobs are no longer worth it. They're not, it doesn't matter how important you are. Your job, you are just in the line of unemployment. That's all. You just haven't reached the front yet. Okay? Your businesses are unlikely to create this kind of wealth in 12 months for you personally. And it's certainly not going to get you a car and a holiday for the rest of your life in the same period of time. We are looking for only the serious people. And for the next 365 days, well, you've got an extra 30 days. You get 395 days. We are looking for people who get serious, who get rid of the excuses, who get onto the streets of South Africa and start connecting people to DuePoint. You have the technology in your pockets. You do not need our presentations live to do this. You pick your phone up, you push play on YouTube, and you've got presentations to connect people. And if you connect 365 people on your first point next year, your life will never, ever be the same again. At rank 12, your monthly earnings will be approximately 47 to 50,000 Rand a month. At the end of next year, you could be earning 50 grand a month. Never mind the 365,000 Rand reward and the holiday and the car. Never mind that. You'll be earning 50 grand a month plus minus. Folks, we are looking for serious people. Now, let me explain to you how this challenge works. For you, as existing wealth engineers and guests today, your clock starts on the 1st of January, and it ends on the 31st of December next year. For everybody that you add during 2019, their clock starts on the day they join. So they have 365 days from the day they join. So it's not like you're going to add a new person and say, oh, you've only got 90 days left in this challenge. No. For every new person you add, they have 365 days to add 365 people. This is for every 1.2 million rands worth of value that they can get in cash and equivalent. Okay? Every new one. If you reinstate somebody that ran off to a flashy Chinese knockoff thing and has now discovered it was just taking their money, and you reinstate them back into DuePoint, the day they reinstate, the clock starts for them. They've got 365 days from then. Use this now. Use it to get serious about wealth. You can do 2 people a month and it'll take you 5 years to get there. Or you can do 1 person a day and you can be there in the next 12 months. This is out, it's live, and it requires you to get active right now. Right now. Festive season, you saw the Wealth Quest that went out this morning, Wealth Engineers, for December. Use it now to build your first point for the 365 challenge. Make sure you qualified by the end of December. December is not a rest time. December is when we go mad because people are at home. They're available. You've got time to get out there and connect people. December should be your best month of the year. Guys, a couple of scheduled things. Saturday next week is our last office presentation for December. We then close and we open up at the beginning of December. So please note, there'll be no more office presentations after Saturday next week. The rank 9s are flying out with us on that day as well. Utilize YouTube. We don't close. We are 365, 24 hours a day. Just because I'm not standing here doesn't mean the over 1,000 introduction presentations on YouTube have suddenly disappeared. They're there for you. You want to be getting your first pointers in for the 365 challenge. Use YouTube. Follow us on Facebook. As I said, we're going to be posting stuff all the time. There are, in fact, 4 Wealth Quests going out in December. You saw the first one today. There are 3 more to come to the 1st of January. Awesome stuff available in those. Client service will be open throughout the month. Obviously not on public holidays, but it means that if you are doing business and someone gets jammed in the system or you got a question or something, doesn't matter. You call client service. We're here Monday through Friday, except for public holidays, the whole way through December. Okay, business carries on as normal. 2nd of January, right after, New Year's resolutions have all been made. You know that day? The next day, we start our first live presentation back in the office. 12:15, we are here for the lunchtime presentation on that day. Make sure you and your guests are here, and all the people who've said, this is the year I'm changing everything, then you bring them here. Because we know by the 3rd they've forgotten about their resolution. But on the 2nd, we have them here, and you tune in live. We are back. There will be no presentation that evening at 6:30 on the first day back, okay? 3rd of January, guys. That's the next day, Thursday, the 3rd of January. We're going to be holding a very special presentation at 6:30 where we will do our Rank 9 Mauritius trip debrief. All the Rank 9s that are going to come with me will be up on stage. We'll be able to ask them questions. They'll tell you about the trip that they did this year. We will also have a brand new Rank 9 video for 2019 that we will use throughout the year. We'll have the pictures up and we'll be able to get the testimonies from them. This will be a powerful evening for new people. A powerful, powerful evening. Make sure that everybody is here on the 3rd of January at 6:30. Bums in seats if you're in Gauteng. If you're outside Gauteng, tune in live. Those are going to be incredible, incredible days. All right, so let's get serious. At 11:30 today, that's in 20 minutes' time, I'm going to do what's called a launch workshop. We do it every Saturday where we look for only people who are serious about accelerating the growth of their wealth. If you want to earn quickly at DuePoint, if you want to achieve the 365 challenge, then come here for 45 minutes with me at 11:30 this morning. It'll be broadcast live, so around the country today, wherever you are, tune back in at 11:30 with those people who are serious about creating wealth, and I will show you how to accelerate your growth here with us at DuePoint. Ladies and gentlemen, I think you can see that we are very serious about what we're doing here. This is not a Chinese knockoff. It's not something from a Russian prison. It's not from America. It is homegrown South Africa, economic solution to what is happening here. We're in the business of creating wealth. If you want to join us today, but you've got questions and concerns, that's absolutely fine. Come and ask us those questions. Ask the people who connected you the questions. But what we don't want is people walking out of here today without this tool in their hands. Come and ask the questions, pick up the tool, and today start changing your life with us. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to see you all outside. Thanks for all of you who tuned in live.